Hi, my name is Cat, and I've been working with Brandon since December of 2017. Back in 2017, I had been running for a couple of years now at this point. I had competed in a number of marathons, number of half marathons, and I was doing pretty well, but I was feeling that I was plateauing in my performance. And one of the other main things, it was starting to get boring. I was using online training plans, was self-coaching myself, and found that it was starting to get a little bit monotonous, and I wasn't enjoying running as much. One of the main reasons I was looking for a coach to sort of help with that, and when I found Brandon, I found him originally through his partnership with Rabbit, but some of the main reasons I actually chose him was because he had worked with a number of female athletes before, some of which have run Olympic trial qualifying times, which is now my main goal moving forward. But also he had himself worked through his number of injuries, and he's also worked with a number of runners who have gone through injuries as well. I'm unfortunately an injury-prone person. I think when I first started working with him, I was actually injured at the time. But one of the great things that he provides is additional training plans that are sort of outside of running, whether it's spinning, whether it's aqua jogging, whether it's swimming, other things to do to sort of keep fit as you're going through an injury, so that way you can keep sort of working towards your target goals. So that's been great. I've seen some amazing results since working with him. When I first went to him, I think I ran a 3:05 marathon was my PR. And I just recently ran in Chicago just under a 2:51, which is super exciting to see that big of an improvement in that time period. And one of the main reasons why that happens, it's not just Brandon's training plan that he provides, but also he provides sort of the confidence, and you can look at my training and an objective standpoint and actually sort of see what's possible. And I think for me, going into Chicago even this past year, I was nervous at going out at that pace. I didn't think I could hold it for that long, but he knew that I could, and that confidence was enough to sort of help me realize that I could do it. And sometimes the mind is half the battle when it comes to these types of races. When it comes to a communication standpoint, I think we've got a sort of a great cadence worked out. I think every Sunday is when he typically sort of sits down and builds my training plan for the week. When I first started working with him, I was traveling a lot. I think I was on a plane every other week across the country. So he would check in, figure out when my flights were going to be, when my big meetings were going to be, and sort of plan my training schedule around all of that life stuff that's there, and sort of helped me sort of fit the training in whenever I possibly could. That was awesome, because otherwise in previous years I had to do that sort of mental jumping all the time and rearranging my own schedule, and it just takes a lot of mental fortitude to do that every week and stay motivated to keep moving forward. We also message. I have his cell phone number, which is awesome. He's always quick to respond. So if I ever have any questions about paces or want to check in with how I'm feeling, if I'm feeling any pain twinges or things like that, I can always message him and ask a question, and he responds super quickly. And when it comes to race day, every day before the race, he'll typically give me a call. We'll chat for about 20 to 30 minutes, come over race plan, just try to talk about what paces we should be going out, how I'm feeling, what mental things I should be thinking about, just sort of making sure that I'm prepared and ready to go into the race. And then I know he's always tracking me every time I go out there, because the moment I cross the finish line, there's already a message in my phone waiting for me, sort of with a congratulations or checking in how I'm feeling depending on how the race goes. Like I mentioned at the beginning, he's one of the main reasons why I'm even considering trying to qualify for the Olympic trials. I think one of my races maybe a year or two ago, he could see the potential in me, and I think that his confidence that I could get there has sort of helped me improve as much as I have. So I may not qualify in time for this year's trials, but 2:45 is within my grasp, and I'm super excited to keep working with him and working towards that.